Who goes and who stays? Dustin McCrary, divorce attorney and founder of the law office of Dustin McCrary, discusses arriving at the decision for one spouse to move out of the marital home and how that might happen from a practical perspective. Hi, I'm Dustin McCrary. Thanks for joining me today. Today, I want to talk to you about a topic that can be emotionally volatile and difficult, but it's a necessary topic to address. Although every divorce is slightly different, all divorces begin with a separation, and that means that one spouse must move out of the marital home. It's understandable, particularly if a family has shared a home for some time, that there may be a great deal of emotional attachment and investment in that home. It can be difficult for anyone to think about leaving it, even after the couple has talked it through and decided that it's best for one spouse to go. How to make the decision about who stays and who goes is, of course, going to look slightly different for every family. In truth, each family usually knows best about what will work for their needs and their lifestyle, and should be responsible for taking those factors into consideration and making a decision. Often, families choose for the spouse who has the less demanding work schedule to stay in the marital home and be primarily responsible for the children, although this is not always necessarily the case. If possible, it's best and it's advisable for a couple to reach this decision mutually, with respect and with the goal of doing what's best for the family. Even after the decision has been made, however, sometimes it's still very emotionally difficult for the spouse who has decided to leave to actually do so. The good news is that often this can be resolved with a calm conversation and an honest expression of feelings. Sometimes one spouse will know what he or she needs to do and may simply have difficulty doing. An open and honest conversation and an empathy and understanding for that spouse's feelings can go a long way. In other cases, however, this patient and responsible approach sadly doesn't work. In those cases, more drastic action may be necessary. If so, there are 3 legal avenues you can take to have a spouse removed from the home. One option is to file a domestic violence action. If domestic violence exists in your family, a court can order that abusive spouse out of the house, and you should certainly seek to have that accomplished as soon as possible. A second option is seeking what's called a divorce from bed and board. A divorce from bed and board is a legal mechanism which literally refers to divorcing or separating a person from their home. Pursuing this option is not easy, and it requires proof of some misconduct on the part of your spouse. It might mean proving drug and alcohol abuse, marital misconduct, or one of a number of other factors set forth in the statute. It's difficult and often legally complicated, so if you're considering pursuing this option, you'll need the advice of a knowledgeable and experienced attorney. Finally, child support may be an option for getting a spouse to leave the house. In some cases, possession of the house is considered a form of child support in lieu of money, so the spouse may be ordered out of the house in that instance. This method of attempting to get a spouse out of the house is not as commonly used or with as much success, however. In the end, the truth of the matter is that absent some proof of domestic violence or egregious marital misconduct, it's going to be difficult to have a spouse legally removed from the home. In the end, most people have better success by negotiating and engaging in a compromise that works out best for everyone involved. Spend some time really thinking through how much you value the home itself and how much it matters to you in the long run to be the spouse that stays in the home. You may find that it's not as important to you as you think, or you may realize that it truly is a battle worth fighting. Whatever you decide, it's always best to move forward with the advice and assistance of a knowledgeable and experienced attorney. This can make a world of difference in many issues in the divorce, and issues involving the marital home are no exception. If you're ready to seek help moving forward with your divorce, I'm here for you. I'm passionate about what I do and about helping families just like yours make it through the process as smoothly as possible and onto the next bright new chapter. Call me anytime. I look forward to helping you soon.